Hi guys, the title of this week's video is How to Make Side Income While Studying. Welcome to my channel guys, my name is Festus and I make videos that help you navigate your life as a student chasing the tech degree or as someone who is trying to understand or set their foot into the tech industry as a whole. Today, like I said earlier, we'll be talking about how you can make side incomes while studying. So let's just dive straight in. So the number one thing that is pretty obvious, I'm going to start from the really obvious ones down to the ones that I guess you probably would not know about. The first one is freelancing. I already said something like this in one of my videos where I talked about how you can build experience while studying. So those experiences in turn can also flip to you making money. Freelancing basically entails you go out there in your community, reach out to people, either using websites that advertise stuff like this, like Upwork, or some other platform. Could be like local businesses around you that you talk to face to face. You figure out what their business need is and one of the challenges they might be facing with regards to, having a web presence, and you solve it for them for a particular amount and fee. So it is important that when you're still setting your foot into freelancing, you really want to start at an affordable rate, possibly free even, because this is what determines how far you go. Because at the end of the day, you need the people you work for first to be able to recommend their friends and colleagues. So that's it for the first point. The second one is selling software. Well, you don't necessarily need to work in an IT industry to make money while you're studying. You can also sell stuff that you build. An example of this is putting out applications on the App Store, like video games, or even something way more complicated. So you might think that you really need to do something that is way advanced for you to be able to make money from any app store, but that's not really the case. I've seen people that build something as simple as a to-do list. They put it up on the app store, a couple of people download it. Even if you have 500, 600 downloads, doesn't really matter. What matters is how many adverts you're able to serve on those particular applications, based on the people that interact with it on a day-to-day basis. So that's it for that. The next one is this: starting a YouTube channel. You don't necessarily need to get up to the point where you have 20 years experience as a software developer or whatever it is in the tech industry before you can talk to other people. As much as this isn't really something you want to do for the money, it is also something you can make money from. So let's be honest. A lot of people tell you, I'm here to help you this, I'm here to help you that. But frankly speaking, we all do hope that someday we'll get the opportunity to make big bucks from YouTube. So this is something you should be able to do. I regret the fact that I didn't start this from my university days. If I was to go back in time, this is one that I definitely wouldn't have gotten wrong again. So guys, start a YouTube channel if possible. There are a lot of people out there that are still trying to decide how to go about it. If you're watching this video, you're either planning to go to the university or you're already in the university. So either way, this is also a factor you should consider. So the next one is blogging or vlogging. Well, with vlogging, that's already on YouTube. There are other platforms as well, but with blogging, it isn't really obvious because people don't really understand that you can actually make a lot of money blogging. And with blogging, there are lots of websites like Medium, which is a popular one, where you write blog posts and get paid based on the views or the number of people that read it. And regardless of like Medium, if you actually don't want to use the Medium route, or say you want to do something that actually belongs to you, you can still make money from it. And how is this possible? So you build a blog. It doesn't necessarily need to be something you build from scratch. It can be something that you build with, say, WordPress or some other CMS. So you build it and you serve adverts on it also. This is also a way you can make money. And with blogging, it is really important that you put out content that actually matters. As though you're trying to do it for the money, you have to actually reach down there to be sure that you're dropping content that helps people, as this is what would ensure that people search for your blog and keep in touch with your posts as you go. The next one is streaming on Twitch. So Twitch has always been known as a place where gamers go play games. So if you're someone who loves playing video games, or you're really enthusiastic about games, say you probably intend to get into game development, then Twitch is somewhere you want to do this, because on Twitch, it's not just about, people who play games. There is everything on Twitch. People who have conversations, podcasts. Even today, I watch tutorials on Twitch. Not necessarily tutorials, but I follow people who build stuff on Twitch. So you're watching someone do something hands-on. So you can also do stuff like that. Say, have your study sessions on Twitch streamed. That way people from all over the world can watch you. And one thing again I noticed on Twitch is you can actually get donations. Like there are people who, get donations from the stuff they do. And also, this is not part of the list of what I wanted to talk about, but it just popped into my head now. There is also a way you can create content for people that isn't necessarily blogging. Now, this can be done using a service called Patreon. Now, Patreon is the place where pretty much you can drop, say, lessons for people. I could be dropping tips on how, like what I do on YouTube, so to say. I can drop it every week as topics, as posts. And I have, people that are my patrons. I believe that's what it's called. So now these patrons, I could make it monetized in a way that before you can be a patron, to be able to see my content, you have to subscribe, pay $1 per month, $5 per month, depending on how much I'm satisfied with making with regards to the content that I create or put up on Patreon. Now, the next one is coding contest. Now, this is something that isn't really obvious, but there are actually services out there where you can register to have some form of contest with other people, where the winner or the winners, because in most cases you could actually be paired in teams, gets to win a set and fixed amount of money. And I know a lot of people that have made a lot of money from winning coding contests, because the prizes range from 2,000, 3,000, whatever. It's endless, so to say. And that's it for that, guys. Let's wrap it up fast. The last one that we'll have to talk about here is writing and selling ebooks. So this is really one that a lot of people think is complex and complicated, being that it has to do with writing books. Well, you don't necessarily need to have 1,200,000 years experience to be able to write something that people find needful. When I was studying in the university, there were lots of topics that when I had to, say, research on them, I found myself going through 15 tabs, 25 tabs before I could find everything and then arrange it myself. So this is something you can actually do. It doesn't need to be something you spin up from the top of your head. It could be something that took you time to, research on in the university, say a scientific paper or something, and you gather all those knowledge, rewrite it, work on it, prepare it in a good format, put it up together to be a short electronic book. It could be 15 pages, 20 pages, 25 pages or whatever, and you sell it. That also depends on the effort you put to do the stuff. You could sell it 50 cents, $1, whatever. At the end of the day, what matters is you're making money from doing that stuff. So guys, this is pretty much a few things I can remember from the countless number of ways you can make money while studying. I'm curious to know which one you've done or which one you've heard of, so just drop it on the comments. That wraps it up for the video today, and see you guys next week.